I'm here in London as the G20 gets start to begin their summit. On Wall Street, stocks on track to finish the month of March with its best monthly gain today in nearly 20 years. But will this bode well for April and the rest of the year? Joining me now to talk more about that and get his view on the markets, where he's putting his money to work, Jim Rogers. We welcome back our friend to the program, author, investor, and chairman of Rogers Holdings, joining me today from Zurich. Jim, always nice to have you on the program. Welcome.
I am delighted, Maria.
Bit of a delay between us, me in London, you in Zurich. Let me ask you how you're investing in this environment. Here we are wrapping up the quarter. Do you buy into this rally here?
Well, no, Maria, I don't. I'm not very good at this sort of thing. It's very powerful, and it looks as though it's the kind of thing that might go on for a while. I am not participating. I think that maybe we have seen a bottom. I do not think it will be the bottom. So I am mainly sitting and watching. The only things that I have been buying, I've been buying more commodities, because if we have hit bottom, commodities are going to lead the way out, and if we haven't, they're not going to go down as much.
Yeah, you told me the last time we spoke that those bankers with the Ferraris need to be trading those cars in for tractors and agriculture machines. You're still buying agriculture?
Yes. Now, I've been buying agricultural products. If you look at what's happened since November, December, commodities have done the best. I mean, they are up. Some of them are up 20 or 25 or 30% since then. And yes, the only place I know, Maria, where the fundamentals are getting better continues to be commodities. Many farmers cannot get loans for fertilizer. Nobody's going to open a mine, so the supply of all commodities continues to go down. Maria, the fundamentals for General Motors are not improving. The fundamentals for Citibank are not improving, but they are improving for commodities. And, Maria,
so
as you know, banks everywhere are printing, and banks are printing huge amounts of money all over the world. That has always led to higher prices. I just don't see what I think they're crazy to do what they're doing, but I know the end result, and it's going to be higher prices for all of us.
So here we are on the eve of the G20, President Obama arriving in London in a couple of hours here. You've seen how the Obama administration has handled GM. Was it the right move? And what do you think should be done with the financials? Are you comfortable with how the administration has handled things so far?
No, it's been outrageous what they've been doing. They should have let all of them go bankrupt. They are bankrupt anyway, Maria. Let them go bankrupt. Stop throwing good money after bad. Your mother taught you not to throw good money after bad. Your father told you not to throw money down a rat hole. Here we are doing it. You're propping up failed assets. We should be taking our money and putting it into good assets which can grow and prosper and make America great again. Not propping up bad assets. That's insane.
Well, I mean, what about the idea that there's systemic risk? I mean, when you look at the financials, you know, that's one of the reasons that they didn't let AIG completely, you know, go down, because of systemic risk. When you look at the situation at GM, they, you know, were afraid to allow it to go bankrupt because they thought that would mean an enormous amount of job cuts on an already very, very tenuous and fragile economy.
Maria, we've had automobile companies and airlines and retailers and everything going bankrupt, investment banks going bankrupt for hundreds of years. We still have cars, we still have planes, we still have shops. I mean, what do you expect them to say? AIG, of course, says that to panic Washington. And so Washington gives them more money, and they get to keep their Lamborghinis and they get to keep their houses. That's not the way the system is supposed to work. 300 million Americans, Maria, are having to prop up a few guys so they can keep their Lamborghinis. It's outrageous economics, and it is outrageous morality. Not that politicians care about morality.
So what do you think comes out of this G20 summit?
Nothing. I mean, maybe they're going to put together a page or two saying everything is fine. What they should do, Maria, is they should all go down to the bar, have a beer, leave the rest of us alone. You tell them, I'll pay for the beer if they'll go downstairs and leave the rest of us alone. I mean, some of them say, the Americans and the English say, let's spend everybody's money. The rest of them say, no, we can't afford to do it. They're not going to come to any kind of they're going to say everything is bad and everything is going to get better. And that's all they're going to say.
Well, you know, Europe certainly has been slowing, and a lot of people worry that the UK is actually in worse shape than the U.S. You are there living now in Asia, and that's where the money is these days. Where around the world would you be putting money? Putting commodities and agriculture aside in terms of assets, what about geographies? Are there any areas out there around the world that you believe have either bottomed or are poised to show some pretty good opportunities?
Well, the only stocks that I have bought in the past year have been in China. I bought China in October and November. I'm not buying China now. China has huge reserves for a rainy day. Well, now it's a rainy day, and they're starting to spend some of it. Singapore, the same way. And they seem to be spending the money on intelligent things. They're building for the future to make themselves more competitive down the road. Unfortunately, Maria, we in America are spending our money on make-work kind of projects. I mean, this again is not going to do any good. It's going to leave America much deeper in debt with many more problems. So anyway, Asia is the place that I've been. Asia and commodities are where I've been putting money.
Jim, let me switch gears and ask you about the dollar. A lot of talk recently, certainly the Chinese, talking about the idea that there could be a new reserve currency, or there should be. Where are you on that? About a year ago, you predicted we would see a dollar rally. We did, and even though you weren't buying into it, you said you weren't ready to unload your dollars yet. Now you're talking about getting out of dollar-based assets. Tell me about that.
Well, I do plan to get out of my dollars. I still haven't yet, Maria, but everybody in the world now realizes that the U.S. dollar is a terribly flawed currency. Other people are saying there should be a new currency. There should be. I mean, this is pretty simple stuff. America's deep in debt and going deeper in debt all the time. What it's going to be, Maria, I don't know. The world has the problem of where do we go next, and I don't have an answer. I know what I think I'll do with my money, but I don't see anything on the horizon which can replace the U.S. dollar, not anytime soon. Maybe the euro, but it would not be a long-term solution.
And Jim, real quick on commodities as well as the Chinese economy, people are worried that this is really the last man standing, that is China, in terms of growth. How significant has the slowdown been in China, and do you worry that if that accelerates along with the rest of the world, that takes everybody down?
Well, Maria, China cannot bail out the world. The Chinese economy is maybe a quarter the size of the U.S. and less than a quarter the size of Europe as a whole, so China cannot bail us out. Many parts of the Chinese economy are suffering very badly right now. Other parts are booming, so don't count on China to bail us out. If you want to invest in China, make sure you're investing in the right sectors, because some are going to have serious difficulty. If you sell to Walmart or Sears, you're having trouble, and it's going to get worse.
And as far as commodities, your favorite one right now, Jim?
Oh, agriculture. Maria, you should become a farmer. We should all become farmers. Farmers are going to be the most successful sector of the world for the next 20 or 30 years. We've all made mistakes on Wall Street. The things are shifting. The power is now shifting from the money shufflers to the people who produce real things. This has happened often in history. It's happening again. Get yourself a tractor, Maria.
Jim, always nice to catch up with you on your travels around the world. Thanks so much for stopping by today. We appreciate it. Good to see you.